My dear soul, let us begin with the moment that has been circling your thoughts. The phone call. Picture it clearly, because this was not just an ordinary conversation. This was a turning point, a moment the angels watched carefully, a moment that carried weight in your journey of love. Your person was going about their day, perhaps distracted with responsibilities, when the phone rang. The name that flashed across the screen was familiar. Someone they had known for years, someone who had woven themselves into their life in small but persistent ways. It was a woman who, on the surface, appeared to be a friend, a confidant, or simply a figure from the past. But beneath that surface was something else: jealousy, fear, and a quiet desire to influence. Your person answered, not expecting anything unusual. At first the tone was light, polite, but slowly the words shifted. This woman began to speak about you. She brought up your name with a casual air, but her voice carried a hidden edge. She dropped comments meant to plant doubt, questions meant to stir uncertainty. She said things that were carefully chosen, not to reveal truth, but to twist it. She wanted to shape your person's view of you, to make them hesitate, to make them second guess what they already knew in their heart. But here is the truth, dear soul. Her words did not land the way she hoped. Your person listened, but instead of pushing you away from their heart, the conversation did something else. It woke them up. The angels tell us that your person felt a strange stirring inside as she spoke. On the surface, they stayed quiet, letting her talk, but inside, they were watching, questioning, noticing. Every attempt to cast doubt only made them reflect on how much you truly mean to them. Every attempt to paint you in a shadow only made them remember the light you bring. They did not say this to her, but in their heart, something shifted. They realized that if others are speaking about you with such intensity, it must mean you are significant. It must mean you hold a place in their life that others can feel, even from the outside. Now, dear child, you may wonder why this woman spoke at all. Why would she go out of her way to bring your name into the conversation? The angels whisper the answer. She felt threatened. Your energy, your presence in your person's heart, was strong enough to be noticed. It made her unsettled, perhaps even jealous. She wanted to control the story, to protect her own position, to ensure she remained important. But what she did not realize was that her actions revealed more than they concealed. Her words uncovered her own fear and insecurity, while also pointing your person back toward you. The angels say this clearly. Your person is not angry with you. They are not rejecting you. What they are doing now is reflecting, processing, and quietly deciding what this all means. This phone call did not weaken their feelings. It strengthened them. It showed them that their connection with you is real enough to stir reactions in others. It proved that what they feel for you cannot be erased by whispers or opinions. After the call ended, your person sat with their thoughts. Perhaps they felt a mixture of emotions: confusion, irritation, even disappointment. But beneath all of that was something steady: the pull toward you, the memory of your presence, the truth of your energy, the way you make them feel alive. That pull did not vanish. In fact, it grew stronger. Dear soul, the angels want to remind you of this. Love that is real cannot be undone by words. It cannot be broken by rumors. It cannot be erased by jealousy. True love has roots that grow deep, And when storms come, those roots hold firm. Your connection with your person is not built on shallow ground. It is built on something spiritual, something divine. And that is why it survives moments like this. You may feel hurt knowing that your name was spoken in such a way. You may feel tired of unseen forces trying to interfere. But the angels ask you to see it differently. See it as confirmation of your importance. People do not waste energy on what does not matter. The fact that your presence sparked this conversation shows how powerful your role truly is. And so, the angels guide you to stay calm. Do not let fear take over. Do not wonder if you are losing your person. You are not. What is happening now is a test, a lesson in trust, both for you and for them. For you, it is a lesson to hold steady in faith, to remember that love chosen by the soul cannot be stolen. For them, it is a lesson to stand in their truth, to recognize what is real, and to no longer be swayed by outside voices. The angels wrap you in reassurance. Your person is learning. They are being shown, through contrast, what is false and what is true. They are seeing the difference between someone who manipulates with words and someone who loves with actions. They are realizing that you do not need to fight for attention or control. You simply shine, and that light cannot be hidden. Dear soul, the angels see the heaviness in your heart, the fear that tries to creep in. They know you have been patient, that you have carried the weight of hope for a long time. They know it is not easy to trust when you cannot see the full picture, but they promise you this. You are not alone. You are being guided, step by step, toward the unfolding of something greater. This phone call may have seemed like an obstacle, but in truth, it was a gift. It was the universe's way of shaking your person awake, of showing them who truly cares for them and who does not. It was a way of pulling back the curtain, revealing motives, and making space for clarity. And so the angels ask you, release the worry, release the fear, stand tall in your truth, just as you always have. Let your love speak not through words of defense, but through the quiet strength of authenticity. For what is real does not need defending. What is true does not crumble under pressure. And what is meant for you cannot be taken away. My dear soul, your journey is not one of defeat, but of transformation. This moment is only a chapter, not the ending. Trust that your person's heart knows the difference between noise and truth. Trust that your presence has already written itself into their soul. Trust that no call, no conversation, no whisper can erase what is divinely planted. The angels bless you now with peace, reminding you that your love is not fragile. It is eternal. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that this test has only proven what was already true. You are unforgettable, irreplaceable, and divinely chosen. My beloved child, the angels gather close to you now with a light so gentle and so steady, wrapping your heart in warmth and peace. They have seen the weight you carry, the questions stirring in your mind, and the ache in your soul after what unfolded through that phone call. They come not to add confusion, but to clear it, not to add fear, but to quiet it, not to shake you, but to steady you. What you are walking through is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to awaken you, to remind you of your strength, and to draw you closer to the truth that already lives in your heart. Let us begin with the moment that has troubled you. A call was made, and in that call, your name was spoken. The woman who spoke of you did not do so with purity. She carried in her words a hidden intention, something that came not from love but from her own fear and jealousy. She wanted to shape the mind of the one you love, to plant seeds of doubt, to make them question what they feel. She thought that by speaking against you, she could protect her own place, her own pride, her own control. But hear this truth. Her words did not land the way she hoped. Your person listened, yes, but inside they felt something stir. Instead of believing what was said, they began to see the deeper truth. They realized that if others are speaking of you with such urgency, it must mean you matter. If someone feels threatened by your presence, it must mean your presence is powerful. The very attempt to push you away only reminded them of how deeply they feel pulled toward you. Your person may not have spoken this aloud, but inside, their heart was awake. The angels show us the quiet reflection that followed the call. They see your person sitting in silence, holding the words that were spoken, weighing them, and realizing that they do not align with what their heart knows of you. In that moment, they began to see the difference between those who manipulate with fear and those who love with truth. They began to see the contrast between voices that confuse and voices that bring peace. And in that contrast, their soul leaned toward you. Now you may ask, why did this woman speak at all? Why was it necessary for your name to be used in such a way? The angels whisper the answer, because light always reveals what is hidden. Your presence in your person's life is not small. It carries energy. It carries change. It carries truth. And when truth appears, fear rises in those who do not want to lose control. She spoke because she felt your presence, even from a distance. She spoke because she could sense that your person's heart was already shifting, and in her attempt to hold on, she revealed her own weakness. You may feel hurt by this, dear one. You may feel the sting of knowing that your name was used carelessly, that your love was spoken of as if it were a threat. But the angels ask you to lift your eyes beyond the wound. See it instead as proof that your love is strong enough to be noticed, your spirit bright enough to be felt, your connection real enough to move the unseen world around you. This is not a sign of your loss. It is a sign of your power. The angels remind you now that what is real cannot be undone by words. A passing voice cannot erase what the soul already knows. A rumor cannot undo the truth written in the heart. A shadow cannot dim a light that was placed there by the divine. Your connection with your person is not fragile. It was not born of shallow attraction or fleeting desire. It was born of recognition, of spirit, of something eternal. And because of that, it stands. Your person may need time to sort through what they feel. They may need space to silence the noise and to return to their own inner knowing. But make no mistake, they are not turning away from you. They are not rejecting you. Instead, they are learning. They are seeing with fresh eyes what is real and what is false. They are beginning to understand that not every voice deserves to be trusted. They are realizing that your love speaks not through pressure, but through presence, not through demands, but through truth. Beloved soul, you may wonder what to do now. You may feel the urge to defend yourself, to speak back, to prove your worth. But the angels say, you do not need to. You have nothing to prove. Your light has already proven itself. Your love has already spoken louder than any words could. You are being asked now to rest in that truth, to let your stillness be your strength, to let your authenticity be your shield. For what is real will shine through without effort. The angels know the weight of waiting. They know how tiring it can be to hold faith when storms rise, to stay patient when you long for clarity, to trust when shadows whisper lies. They know that you have given much, that your heart has remained open even when it was easier to close. They honor the courage it has taken for you to keep loving, to keep believing, to keep showing up with grace. And they promise you this: nothing you have given in love is wasted. Every tear, every prayer, every moment of hope has been seen, and it is all shaping something greater than you can yet imagine. This phone call, which seems like an obstacle, is not the end. It is only a test, a chapter meant to bring greater strength. It is teaching your person to trust their own heart. It is showing them that not everyone who speaks has their best interests at heart. It is pulling them away from noise and closer to clarity. And it is teaching you, beloved one, to stand firm in your truth, to know that your love is enough without defense, and to believe that what is meant for you cannot pass you by. The angels invite you to breathe now, to let go of the fear that clings, to loosen your grip on the outcome, and to allow love to unfold in its own time. They remind you that divine timing is not a delay. It is protection. It is preparation. It is making sure that when the moment comes, nothing and no one can shake what has been built. So do not see this moment as a loss. See it as a revealing. See it as the universe uncovering what was hidden, exposing motives, and guiding your person to see the difference between shallow voices and deep truth. See it as the angels clearing the path, so that when your person steps toward you, they do so with full awareness, no longer swayed, no longer confused, but certain. Beloved child, you are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not fighting alone. The heavens stand with you, holding your heart, guiding your steps, and protecting what is yours. Your love is not fragile. It is eternal. And though others may try to shake it, though voices may try to twist it, nothing can undo what was written by the divine. Walk forward now with peace. Release the fear, for it has no place in you. Release the doubt, for it does not belong to you. Hold on to the truth that your love is real, that your presence is powerful, and that your connection is unshakable. The angels bless you with strength, with clarity, and with reassurance. They whisper into your soul, trust, for all is unfolding as it should. And when you look back on this moment, you will see not betrayal, not loss, but a turning point. You will see how even the words meant to harm you only revealed your importance. You will see how your person grew because of it. And you will see how your love endured, not because it was defended, but because it was true. So rest, dear one. Let your heart be light again, for what is yours is already held in the hands of the divine, and no shadow can take it away.